Okay, so I just finished riding Pavan Horse Trail South. I'm going to take you to the location of my concussion and talk about that a bit. I was not recording when I obtained this injury and everything. And I talked about it in the vlog, but I didn't show you what happened. So Rebecca and I were riding, and I wanted to show her something, and I was gonna hang a left, and I went too far. So what happened was, I think we did River Stallion, and then I was like, hey, before we go back to the car, let me show you something. And I wanted to show her Pavan Horse Trail South. I just wanted to show her the bottom of it. And so we're coming along, and we're riding, and we're riding, and we're doing all this, and it's getting close to like the cliff. Man, I'm honestly sketched out doing it right now. And she was a little sketched out, and it's one of those things, if you're paying too much attention to the exposure, you'll start to go that way. So what happened was I should have turned left back there, but I didn't, and I went over here. Now, what happened was that I was riding, and I was going a little faster, and I was just like, oh, like, that's tight, but not a big deal. And there's not enough clearance for me there, as you can see. There wasn't enough clearance. My handlebar, my left handlebar hit the branch that's there because I just did not have enough clearance to get by. I'm really glad Rebecca didn't follow me. I'm really glad that I didn't squeeze past and make it, and then she fell. But she's behind me, and she's seeing this, and she was horrified. And it kind of it set both of our mountain biking stuff back a bit mentally. But I hit that. My handlebars went this way. My whole bike did a 90-degree turn, and I fell back. So I fell straight back about a good 10 feet before I landed, maybe a little more. My feet did not get under me at all. It was my back and my head, the back of my head, that were the point of impact on those rocks. I fell far enough back, hard enough. I bounced and went face first into the water. My face was not in the water, but it was like 2 inches from the water. Meantime, Rebecca's over here parked, and she is in shock. And I'm over there, face down in the water, and I knocked the wind out of myself, and I couldn't really function. I could not use my arms. I could not push myself out of the water. Like, my chest was in the water. I don't know why my face wasn't, because gravity is a thing that exists, but apparently in that moment, I don't know what was holding me up, but my arms were underneath me, and I could not use them to push up. So by the time she got down there, like, she was a couple meters away from me. She was just coming down here, and then I was able to finally push up. I finally got my breath back, and I was able to push up there. And yeah, and then she did some concussion checks on me, and everything looked okay. But my helmet, the back of it, which I showed, and again, I'll link at the very, very end of this vlog, the like video card link at the end for that vlog from last year, because this is about a year anniversary of that. But there's this huge dent in the back of my helmet, and it saved my life, I'm pretty sure, because if I did not have that, like, I got a concussion even with the helmet on. I've never had a concussion before, and it was scary. And now both of us are a little more afraid of exposure than we used to be. And that's not good when you're mountain biking. You need to just send it. You want to be cautious, but if you're hesitant, that's a problem. So, and honestly, I was completely wiped. Like, I had no energy left. And just to get up this took so much strength that I didn't have. One, just because I'm heavy and not fit, but I just ended up falling and just having this concussion, and it was summer as well, like, it was hot, whatever, and I like couldn't, it took me so long to get up this. I was able to do that without assistance, but like, Rebecca helped me get my bike up, and then I had to get up, and I was just like, it was something else. So yeah, it was just a dumb move, you know, like, it was just, I wasn't being careful. I wasn't looking ahead. My trail vision was not on. Like, you know what I mean? If I saw that from back here, I would have been like, oh, that's not right. And then I would have stopped. I mean, like, we can't do that. And granted, I don't know how much of the cliff has fallen away since then. And it might not have looked that bad last year. But man, it was just a dumb thing. Like, it was something that I never should have done in the first place. So I don't think it will happen again. But, man, trail vision's important. Studio's a gong show right now. Got here a little later today, but definitely did get some work done, so I feel good about that. I gessoed 3 of these small square canvases. I think they're 10 by 10. Started painting on that one. This one I think is almost done now, this big one on the left. The one on the right, I just started... no, I guess that's the 3rd time I've done any work on it. This one, probably the 3rd or 4th time I've done work on it. This thing's been around a long time. I didn't touch it today, but it was in one of the last session that I did with these two. I also worked on that. I don't think anything's 100% done yet. This is probably that, and this are the closest, the one on the left. The one on the right still needs a little something, but I'm not sure what it is yet. But I'm glad I got some stuff done. It's a gong show, but I'm leaving anyway. I need to go home, do some errands and stuff, get ready for the week. Hope I have a good sleep and kick off my week the right way. It's not looking good for staying at the place. Just the communication we're getting doesn't seem very positive about the new buyers keeping the tenants. So struggling with trying to figure out, do I start looking for a place now that'll ease anxiety, or am I going to be anxious looking for a place when I don't need to yet because I don't really know for sure if I need to. And obviously, like, it just becomes this thing of like, I don't know how to look for a place without stressing, but I would be stressed by not being prepared enough. So, yeah, I don't know what to do. Well, got some studio time today after work. Didn't go for a bike ride. I put most stuff away. I did a lot of cleaning up here, and I did a conversation. Worked on this a little bit. I think this is done, but I'm not 100% sure. The only thing I really did today was add the bubble wrap, which I think did a lot. It's a lot busier than I wanted it to be, but it's one of those things where it's like there's different ways to keep fixing it, and in this piece, one of the ways to keep fixing it was add more, add more, add more, and that's tricky. You know, simplifying is, I don't know, there's a lot of push and pull with things, but this, it just seemed like there was a lot of push. Just push and push and push, add more and more and more. I don't know yet if it's done. When it is done, I think I'll do something with the sides, but you know what, maybe not. No, I don't think I will. Never mind. Anyway, that's what's going on here today. So tomorrow I'm going to Fort Macleod to teach an abstract art class to adults, which will be fun and new and exciting, and also a really long day, because I will work 10 to 6, and then I will do that class from 7 to 9, and then there's drive time in between, there and back. And then the next day, I will work from 8 to 4. So that is going to be my life for the next 6 weeks. But should be fun, and it'll be nice to talk about art again, to teach art again. And also, I just need the extra money. That's a fact of life. I need to find a second job that is like a little casual like that it's not necessarily every week forever after work, because that's just a long day, which some people have to do, you know. But yeah, to have that to have a break in between, anyway. So, wrapping up the vlog, there's some bike videos this week, or maybe just one, which is Pavan Horse Trail South. And then I had a conversation about chaos and about like how I use chaos in my artwork and how that's controlled, and talk about that. That's pretty much it. Just been working a lot, getting my feet under me, trying to figure stuff out. So, see you on another